Hello YouTube, this is Hunter Surge, and Digimon BT03 reveals have begun. We have 6 plus a promo to talk about today, so let's get into it real fast. So first up, we have a common, I believe. Yeah, no, rare. Purple, level 6, Malomyotismon. This has piercing, and during either turn, when any other Digimon on the field, your opponent's field or your field, you get +1 memory. This one, this seems like trash to me. 5 memory is a lot to pay for that. Like, for something that's not doing anything on play, and isn't cheap enough to just drop down at any time. I have a really hard time seeing this being worthwhile. But let's get into the real juicy stuff. Dual color stuff has begun. So first up, we have Dinobemon. This is green and evolves from. This is a non-white color that evolves from 2 colors: a green level 4 or a blue level 4, and it's green itself. So these sorts of cards are going to be really interesting because they're going to allow multicolor decks to be more viable, because you can run a color's low end and then switch into a different color's high end. So like, this isn't a good example because blue low end into green high end isn't the best combo. But on the other hand, blue low end into green high end is pretty good. As for Dinobemon himself, he has piercing and jamming, which is a pretty solid combo. He only has 7k, of course, but that's still enough to beat over a blocker. So pretty solid stuff. And of course, being able to evolve from green level 4s means being able to take advantage of their low evolution costs. And then the big ones, the magazine reveals. So this has our big Imperialdramon boy in blue, unless this has any sort of mistranslation, but we'll deal with that when we come to it. So Imperialdramon Dragon Mode Blue is 13 to play and 5 to evolve from either green or blue, level 5s. 5 is a lot, but it's only 3 if you evolve it from a Dinobemon or Imperialdramon. And considering like 8-ish is usually the size of a level 5 lineup, then that can fill your whole level 5 lineup and you don't really have to worry about it. It has Jammer naturally, and on Digivolve, it stands all of your Jammer Digimon. So you can attack with whatever is under it, and then evolve into this and instantly be able to attack again. Pretty great. Pretty good. And then Imperialdramon is your other level 5 that you're going to evolve into it. It also has Jammer, so both it and Dinobemon can attack very safely. Only have to worry about running into options. And then you'll be able to, if you have your 3, you'll be able to evolve into Imperialdramon, and then attack, and then Imperialdramon's own inheritable will once per turn stand an Imperialdramon. So yeah, 3 attacks. Now the trouble there is that that does cost 3, and blue and green have some of the worst of the memory fixer tamers. Maybe he's pretty okay. But like, they're nothing like, say, purples or blacks or yellows. Those are the ones that I'd consider really good. But blue, of course, does have access to Vulcan's Hammer, which can help you make sure that 3 memory play is able to happen. And like them, I imagine personally the way this will go is you'll play the green low end to take advantage of green having more 1 cost, level 4s, because blue's low end isn't anything that I'd really write home about. Like, in the typical blue deck, you're not even really running anything with an inheritable effect. And then Imperialdramon himself being blue instead of green means you can go into Omnimon from beyond there, which is all pretty good. I allow green to actually do something because now green can use its low end, and then go into a good high end. The other two we have are for red, yellow, and yellow blue, which work quite a bit differently. Both of these, sorry, both of these treat themselves as their other color. So Silphamon is red, evolves from red or yellow for 3, and is naturally red, but is always treated as a yellow Digimon as well. And Shakomon evolves from yellow blue for 3, and is yellow naturally, but is always treated as a blue, um, which is sure something. Silphamon is fairly interesting if you combo it with, say, Growlmon or anything like that that blows up low DP things as an inheritable or something like that. Because on Digivolved, you can turn any level 4 lower Digimon to 1000 DP. So if you do that sort of combo, you can remove any level 4. It is a bit of a roundabout combo, and it does cost 3 to do that, which, might limit its viability. On the other hand, we have Shakomon, which is going to be very, very useful against any sort of rookie rush. Since it is always treated as both blue and yellow, you can fit this into any blue or yellow deck without any issues, because it won't disrupt your evolution chains at all. And on your opponent's turn, all of your opponent's Digimon without digital evolution sources get security attack -1. So all of your opponent's played raw level 3s will just not have any security attack. They will not be able to do damage. And that's a pretty big deal. That's one of the hardest counters I've seen so far for dealing with Rookie Rush, because all the others tend to be fairly high costed, but this is normal cost, and you just completely stop them from really doing anything. So that seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I could easily see this being played anywhere where you might want to worry about Rookie Rush, especially in blue. Because blue is the color with the worst built-in outs to Rookie Rush. So blue getting access to something like this is a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. And the only other thing to talk about is the Japanese promos. Neither of these are really notable. The first of these is just an alt art reprint of Weregarurumon from the Star deck. This does see a fair bit amount of play. It's fairly common to see this in Omega Blue builds, so that's pretty nice. Another one is this brand new world green option that is 0. You have to bounce a Mimi to your hand, and you can play a Palmon from your hand without paying its cost, which is all right. This is probably not really intended to be good, but could also get better Mimis and better Palmons to make this really worthwhile. We'll see. We'll have to see in the future. But that is all for today. I have to get going. But I think I covered everything I want to talk about with these. So, yeah. This is Hunter Surge, signing off.